Hello YouTube, I'll welcome you on this fine day, and this is my historic Brawl deck for Chulane Teller of Tales. This deck aims to win with either Thassa's Oracle or a huge big Finale of Devastation. And the playstyle in general is play Chulane, play cheap creatures, and just draw your deck essentially. The way we have achieved this is by putting Chulane Teller of Tales on the field, and some other effect that draws us additional cards when we play a creature. For example, Great Henge, Beast Whisperer Guardian Project, Hoardly Ultimate, and yeah, that's pretty much it, right? And whenever we play, for example, an Acquisitive Puppet, we draw 2 cards because of that. And when we draw 2 cards and one of them is a land, we can immediately play that land and the puppet was essentially free. And that way we are generating just absurd amounts of mana, because some creatures are even free. And then we can even untap our mana drops with Rally of Wings, for example, in our next turn. And maybe the next turn will come quite soon with the help of Khan's Temporal Sundering. This deck used to run Nexus before the ban, so it got considerably weaker because of that, but I still think it is a fun and enjoyable deck to watch, and let's jump right into some gameplay, shall we? Interesting. I have yet to see a Chandra Awakened Inferno deck in Historic Brawl. This pretty much means that our Chulane won't live at all, which is quite sad. But we do have a bunch of mana drops at our disposal. And a Guardian Project, perfect. At this point, just drawing lands is fine, because everything else is in our hand currently. I think we are going to start out with the Leafkin Druid, I guess. Paradise Druid would obviously be the best choice, but I don't think we will have the luxury to choose. Okay. Next turn, I think we're just getting down the Guardian Project. If not, I'm probably just going... Okay, perfect. Yep, block you. Yeah, Guardian Project. Let's draw some cards. Also remember, if you play Serpent for X equals 0 on Project, Trigger goes on the stack, but Stonecoil goes into the graveyard before that. So that won't work at all. Okay, so let's see. Let's draw a few cards here. And I think we can just play... We could just go Apprentice into Drover of the Mighty here. And I think that's absolutely fine. Oh, Paradise Druid is amazing. So we're just going to play the Druid instead, right? Yep. Nice. So next turn is probably... Like, I just hope they don't play Ramp right now. So I have one more turn with Chulane. Yep, Shield Breaker will get blocked. Yep. Taking 5. And Chulane hits the field, I believe. That makes sense. Sure. Play you for free. Yep. Play you for 0. Only draw 1 card off of that. Get a green source. Should be the correct choice here. And then... Yeah, sure. Growing Right seems decent. That way we can also... I mean, I could just go with more mana dogs, really. I think this is the best choice here. Because that way we can tap the rights and use the food token. A Tallbrand would ruin our day though. But not too much, I believe. Yeah, I think we can manage a Tallbrand here. So what is our opponent up to? Let's see. They can't be blocked, sure. Okay, they're going all in. Seems like this is a decent block here. And then I can give Chulane indestructible as well. Sure. Hold for control. Will they pump the Phoenix of Ash? Probably. What can you do here, opponent? What can you do? Embercleave? Oh no. Hopefully it's not Embercleave. It's Sure Strike. Sure. Hey. Play the food. Yep, pay. Resolve. Eat 2 foods. Yep, perfectly fine. So now we are at... yeah. Should be okay. Find life again. Interesting. Okay, then now I think I just need to pop off. And that is one way to pop off in this deck. And that is good game. Yep. Give everything haste. It's good game. Sure. Let me grab the big life linker. GG. So that was a fun game against aggro. I really like the Goose in this matchup because it just gained us a bunch of life, and I think we would have died otherwise. But I mean, there are plenty of other cards that would have done the same. Well, maybe not the same, but Alseid would have also gained us a bit of life and protected something and whatnot, right? Anyways, let's go to the next game. We are up against Kenrith the Returned King, and maybe we will see a Zirda version? No, it's just a regular version. Okay. I think this hand is fine and dandy. Let's see. Yeah, sure. It's not too great, to be honest. Maybe I will start out with the... I think I won't start with the Goose, because it ends up just being Forest, Goose, and then I have to tap the Goose for the Drover anyway, so if I just go Temple and Forest, I play the Drover, and instead of having a Goose without a food in the battle, well, on the field, I can just have a Goose in my hand ready, so I think this is just a better choice right now. Perfect land, that is also our 4th land, so we can play the Fabled Passage untapped on turn 4. So Drover coming down now. Ornithopter. And I still don't want to play the Ornithopter. I want to play that for Chulane. And next turn, yeah, perfect. Just Elder and Goose at the same time. Please don't shock something, thank you. I would really appreciate that. Elder. And now we have a Goose with food available, instead of no food. And next turn I'm going to... yeah, I think I'm just going to drop Chulane. It seems like a nice opportunity here. So, Shadow the Skies with Rune-Eyed Area. I really don't have any idea how people build Kenrith in general. I have a Kenrith deck myself, but I think you can just go many ways with him. And I still think the commander is far from being solved. I think there are some really broken things to be discovered, but I just don't know them yet. Because obviously he's really good in CDH, right? So what is my opponent going to do here? Goodbye, Drover. Was nice knowing you. Now I have to crack the Goose. Which is unfortunate. Sure, a forest. Doesn't really matter. This. Oop. Okay. Sacrifice the food. Sure. And we play Chulane. And now let's play our 0-cost cards here. Even more of them, okay. Faber Elder, Resolute Watchdog. And I think the Paradise Druid will top it off nicely. Oh, no. It's going to be a Giant Cutter. Or is it? I don't think I worried too much about Kenrith coming down. Yep, and that leaves a mana for a Resolute Watchdog as well, which is great. And next turn we can just plus Watley. Okay, that is a good game. GG. We are ready to go, and we are against what I would call a bad matchup. Because aggro is annoying, but you know what card is really good against aggro? Arboreal Grazer. Oh man, this hand is just really good all around this matchup. Play the Harbor. And next turn I think, since I won't play, like, I think I won't ever activate it, the Giant Killer in this matchup, I think I'm just going to play out the Tempo Giant Killer here. Or maybe I'm just saving that for the draw. I think maybe just saving that to draw cards is a better idea. Because we already have the blocker. If we didn't have the Grazer, I think I would have just played the Giant Killer here to Dezen to stop them from attacking. Any land is totally cool here. No land. Don't think the Beast Whisperer will live, to be honest. So let's just go with double mana dork. And I really hope that they don't have Goblin Chain Whirler, because that would totally ruin our day. So let's see, do they have to Chain Whirler? No, perfect. Well, maybe they can still have it if they have 3 1-mana spells here. Oh no. Oh, neat. Okay, they're getting in for 3. That is fine. No blocks. And if they just play Torment next turn, we are good to go. Yes. I think Chulane is the best call here because Beast Whisper will be effectively a bit cheaper. Sure. Yeah, you're okay. Let's play the untapped Temple Garden to... Oh no. Oops. That was an oops. Because I think it was better to play tap. I was somehow thinking that I had a Watchdog on the field. But I did not. Come on, just play Torbran. I know you want it. Oh! Yes! I mean, I think the best play would have been to play Torbran, use the Steam Kinnan, and kill the Chulane with that mana. Okay, Torbran coming down. Yep. Neat. Yeah, perfect. Just lovely. Okay, and we will only block this guy here, right? Yeah. No need to needlessly jump block right now. And let's see if we can turn this game around. Sure. Oops, wrong order. And it actually did matter. So let's see. Where are we going from here? I think this is the right choice. Let's play you down first. I think we can't go any further from this, right? No attacks. So I think the shock really mattered from the Temple Garden. Because at 9 I would feel a bit more comfortable than at whatever I am right now. Phoenix of Ash, that is probably very lethal. Just the Phoenix? That is... oh my god, that's amazing. I'm going to jump that. Safety measures. Okay, and don't whiff on a game. That would be amazing. Perfect. Okay. He's done with. Oh, yes. Sure, let's return you to the hand to draw. Sure. Yes, yes, I think this is enough, right? Because... yeah, perfect. We have lethal. So the way we win here is by... so let's play the Storm Tamer first, so nothing bad can happen. So the way we win right now is we just use the Temporal Sundering on our own Gilded Goose to draw even more cards, and then finally have Devastation done. GG! We are up against Etrata, the Silencer. And I think the start is okay, not amazing, but okay. So let's play the tap land. So how will this play out? I think another land is fine here, right? Because we're going to play the Command Tower and a Naturalist, I believe. And then we're going into Temple of Mystery, Elysian Curated. Okay. Scry 1 to the top. Usually don't want to see that, but oh well, great. Okay, Temple of Mystery, and we're going to... Yep, leave that on top. And pass the turn. Okay. So we could just... okay, disfigure. Okay, so we actually don't have a choice next turn anyways, because the question was between Nissa and Chulane, but now we're likely to play Chulane here. So let's just do it here. I think they will counter it though. Yep, Tail's End. Command Zone. Just a bit unlucky that we have the Naturalist lying around instead of something else. But maybe we can sneak in a bit of Nissa into current Temple Sundering action later on. Okay, deals combat damage to a player, sure. Oh, I think we're gonna play Nissa here. So let's untap. If the Plains is the right target, right? Because we can play the Druid anyways. Okay, Atrata is going to their hand probably. Or maybe they will Blinker. I think they will take our Plains. I'm not sure though. That's also a reason why yeah, they're thinking about attacking Nissa here. Anyways, I didn't reanimate the forest here because otherwise they would have just taken that one. Okay, Plains is probably going to go because the Naturalist is less threatening to them. But I think the Naturalist is actually a bit better in this situation because it provides more colors and we can play what we want anyways. Okay, so Atrata is going to the Command Zone maybe? Or maybe they're just trying to Blinker in response to the trigger. Yep, back to the Command Zone you go. Murderous Rider on the Nissa? Nope. Oh, that is just beautiful. Okay, so let's see here. I think we want to... yeah. Untap the garden. Okay. So we're going to untap the garden and play the Chulane. Sure. Yep, play Chulane. And if they want to counter that one, that is okay. Well, I'm not really too keen on them countering it, but sometimes you gotta do what you have to do. Okay, countered, Command Zone. And now the question is, do we just play the Watchdog or not? Because the Watchdog is additional draw for the deck. Okay. I think we're gonna hold off. So I'm totally fine if they just play a Trotter here, because that means we can Sundering into Chulane. That wouldn't be half bad, right? Yep. The forest would be a nice draw. Okay. So we can just grab all the forests out of our deck with Nissa, and that may be worth considering. Okay, so let's maybe, yeah, I think let's do that. So let's do this. Untap you.
Rise, my elemental friend.
and return you to that. And we can swing in for 3 damage, because I still don't think that we want to play the Watchdog here. And now the big question comes, do we use the Nissa ultimate or not? Sure. So let's see. Untap. Cancel. Huh. I think we're just going to use the ultimate. Just to be extra safe here. You. Yep, and that's all of you. And that means we are going to use the... I mean, I'm not sure why I use the onward falls here. I think let's swing in. We have 2 indestructible lands at our disposal. It's going to be annoying for them, I assume. Maybe we want to grab something for 3 mana here. No, I think we're fine. We're just going to go with Finale of Devastation. Next turn, X equals 10. And keep in mind, we don't have Endrace in the deck, but we really don't need to have Endrace in the deck anyways. Because we can just grab something like a Stonecoil for trample, and that is usually enough with X equals 10 and our other minor drops on the field. So let's try that one. Yep. Negate. Damn it. Okay. So that was a bit unlucky. Now our creatures or lands will be exiled. But yeah. This is going to be annoying. Sure, in response, I'm doing this. Are they able to blink a Trotter here? No, they are not. Chulane, do you resolve? Maybe? Nope. He sure commands on. And yes, win. They're a bit far off from playing the Trotter, so we are kind of fine here. And since I kind of want to play the Giant Killer when they're on 7 mana, because then they're on 7 mana, I play the Giant Killer, they go to 8, and when they play a Trotter I can just tap it in their upkeep and they can do nothing about it. So I don't think there is a need to do anything of that right now, so I can just keep up the Giant Killer if they play something with power 4 or greater. And since we have so many lands at our disposal, we can just brute force the Chulane out on the field. Sure. Or we can just do that and pump our team to unholy amounts. That seems like a decent idea. So they have to counter that. Okay, they didn't counter it. Great. So we have exactly 8 mana here, well 9. That can also tap for something, but we can pump the team. In response, we can just give it a counter. and Heartless Act won't do anything. Pretty neat. Okay. Okay, murder on the... They really don't like that Druid, huh? They really don't. Okay, if they play a land here, we're just going to play the Giant Killer. Spectral Sailor. So let's see. If they don't have a land, that means they can remove Chulane twice again, probably. Or maybe this. Yeah, they will likely have a land. But also not too much mana to counter something here. So I think we're going to play the Chulane first. Because Giant Killer is actually more important than Chulane right now. Humble Naturalist is probably going to die. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, sure, Auto Tapper. That seems fine. Counter it, I dare you. Okay. Resident Watchdog. Yep, you come into play untapped. And that is just great. So now we're going to use the Giant Killer here. And we can give something destructible as well. But I think swinging in is more important right now. So I don't think I will risk playing Kinnan or the Druid here. And maybe hope to draw land. And I can just do this, still pressure them and... Oh, that is smart. That is very smart. Just return it to the hand. Pretty great play, in my opinion. Let's just play that. Elves, sure, more card draw. I think they're trying to just... So they've gotten rid of all the indestructible 3/3 lands. But if they play a Trotter here, they are in trouble. Yep. Nice. So let's draw some cards, shall we? Oh wait, do we maybe have lethal? Wait, let's count. So that taps here, right? And we get through with, what, one creature? No, we can't pump that high enough. You return to the hand. Play you again. Also, let's not forget the upkeep stop. Oh, there is a draw engine. Okay, so let's see. Sure. Draw 2 cards. Oh, damn. I think we couldn't have lethaled them anyways with the Hardly Minus. If the Ornithopter wasn't played right now, I mean, we could have, but not working out like this. Okay, that seems fine. So let's fetch for a land. Sure. And we keep up the Watchdog and the Giant Killer. No attacks. And turn. And let's tap that Atrata. And if they can gather Hexproof, that is probably GG. Nope. Perfect. And we still have the indestructibility from the Watchdog, which is great. next turn is just going to be us swinging in at them. And they will just die because we can activate Leyline. And that is probably going to be GG. Okay. So what... how is the game going? If they have crafted the Canarium, they are still dead, right? Yeah, they're probably still dead. Okay, so why are you telling me to oops? Okay. So what happens if I swing in with everybody? I don't think there is anything they can do about it, right? Okay, capture sphere. That means I can just use Leyline now. Okay. Yep. Holy shit, that's loud. Sure, and attack in with everybody. And that is a good game. GG. Hello, we are playing against Nicol Bolas. Sure, that start seems perfectly reasonable. Leyline Goose could be better, but could also be a lot worse, right? Let's go. So, should we play the temple here? Tough question. If we had another untapped source, it would be quite nice, because we could just go with breeding pool untapped, make another food token. But I think this way we are going to, well, at this rate, we are going to have to play a temple here. All the temples. And let's just protect our goose. I don't think I want to drop Chulane next turn. I think I just want to play the breeding pool and the growing rights to keep up the protection. And if they decide to kill the Chulane later, I mean, so what really irks me here is the fact that if we just play Chulane here, he's probably going to die. So let's just not do that. Sure. Stonecoil Serpent seems fine. Let's pass the turn. Next turn we're going to play the Glacial Fortress, Chulane. Maybe they will just destroy the Leyline though. Could be a possibility. I mean, it's not unheard of that a Grixis control deck destroys things, right? I'm not sure what they're thinking about. Well, if they destroy the Leyline here, it is still okay, because if we draw another land, we can play Chulane, Stonecoil Serpent, and play the untapped land, and then we have 1 mana again for the Watchdog. So it's fine in that regard. I just really hope they don't have a counter spell here. Sure. So they skipped land drop, I believe? Yeah, they skipped a land, which is really interesting. I think I'm just going to play the temple here. Stonecoil Serpent on its own is really annoying for a Grixis deck to deal with, so we have to keep that in mind. Maybe just the Stonecoil Serpent alone can win us the game, to be honest. So I think I won't play anything here. I will just make another food with the goose. And when they decide to be a bit more adventurous and play something in their main phase, I'm going to use the Chulane. And if that Chulane plan fails, I think I'm just going to hit them with a really big Stonecoil after they've dealt with the Chulane. Preferably at sorcery speed. The only answer my opponent's deck has to the Stonecoil really is Ritual of Soot. And if we can force the Ritual of Soot out of their hand before we play the Serpent, they're really going to have a bad time. So we're just relaxing right now. I really hope they play something on their main phase. That's all I wish for Christmas. So what is good enough? I think I'm just thinking what X value is the best for Serpent. I think it's 5 because at 4 they still have Lava Coil. But I think at 5 there are not too many cards that make a difference between like if it has 100 or 5, because the other cards that can kill the Serpent in this deck are at that point are like Razzles on tap, and for that purpose it doesn't even matter how big it is, right? Let's see. Sure, you're gonna pass. Sure, I'm gonna create a food. Turn. Oh, something they have to answer. Nice. So let's play that. Wildly. Counter it, I dare you. And then we're just going to plus the Wildly. Slow and steady. And now they're likely to Murderous Rider it, I believe. I mean, it would make sense, right?
My strength is our
and
strength.
That's the turn. Oh, there. It's a Murderous Rider. Who would have guessed, right? So Murderous Rider is out of the way, so that's one way less for them to deal with the Stonecoil Serpent. But the one thing I don't like currently is that they know that we have the Serpent in hand. They could bowl us, I guess. And I mean, a really adventurous move would be to minus onto the Watchdog. But I also think it would be a good move.
Spark will be mine.
Okay. I think we're going to take out a food.
Witness a mote of my power.
Perfect. So at this point, I think we're just gonna start the train. And I think I really want to pressure their commander. So maybe let's just draw a card of the Stonecoil Serpent for X equals 2. Yeah, let's do that. And if we draw a creature here, we can activate the drawing rights. That's another threat. Not too bad. Not too bad. So we're kind of not going off, because I think we just got scared a bit, but oh boy, the rest of our board looks juicy. And I mean, we can still grow the Serpent with the Leyline of Abundance. On this at this point, I think you're going to exile a ant for legal bonus. Or maybe we're just exiling a food token. Body turtle. So we could deny them the 4/4. I think that's what we're going to do here. So let's do that. Sure. Oh wait, that's not how magic works. So that's an oops. Yep. So we could have used that food token to exile something, but now we're just going to mess with the goose. Goodbye, dear friend.
Is without limit.
I mean, so far, I mean, the Nicol Bolas doesn't really come up too soon. I'm fine with that. Grabbing a mountain. Sure. Yeah, let's go. Chulane, drawing us a card. Outside of the Life's County, drawing us a card. Yep. Drawing another card here. And we keep up the Alseid for the Chulane. Pretty neat. That was a really good draw in my opinion. Because otherwise we would have probably just used Nissa here. Man, I also really want to flip that Roaring Rights. For that purpose, maybe I shouldn't have exiled the Goose. Oh well. Goodbye, planes.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
Skargan Hellkite. Interesting. The +1/+1 counter or board. I like that idea. I really do. Let's see. Well, goodbye, Nissa. I think they maybe want to take the Storm Table as well. Well, yeah, they have to take this, to be honest. It's going to get out of control. My turn, let's go. And let's draw some cards, shall we? Oh boy. Sure. Play you. Forest. Yep. Put you on the field as well. Sure. And let's see. So that is going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 6 mana. So yeah, I think just playing an untapped source right now. Because then we have 9 mana in total. We could also just return the Stonecoil to our hand and play another land here. But Stonecoil would only draw us 1 card because Guardian Project doesn't trigger because the Serpent is already graveyard by the point the trigger resolves. Well, it triggers but it doesn't work. So let's just lay back a bit, shall we? And we can counter the Skargan Hellkite ability with the Siren Stormtamer as well. Can they activate it twice though? Ooh, maybe they can. And that is going to be annoying. No, I think it's fine. Because even though they can activate Skargan Hellkite twice to pick up Alseid and Siren Stormtamer at the same time, we can just use the ley line in response. Oh, that is perfect. Sure you go. I think my life total doesn't matter too much, so I'm just going with the better colors here. Because I have a ton of green mana with Ilfamok. And the forests don't matter to me anyways anymore because Nissa is in the graveyard. Mana Geode, perfect. Sure. If they are activating the Hellkite, we are just going to yep, hold full control, add a ton of mana here, activate you, yep, and we're letting that resolve because in case they, like, if we, I'm just overthinking probably. But in case of Heartless Act and whatnot. And we still have Alseid or Stormtamer up to protect something. So Great Henge is also quite great here. Because we can play that for essentially 3 mana. Yeah, pretty much 3 mana. And we can return this Stonecoil Serpent to the hand and beginning to draw a ton of cards here. So let's see. Yeah, let's just protect you from red. Because that also makes our Great Henge 1 cheaper because it's the highest power creature on our board currently. Ooh, that is sweet. But I think also Autotapper loves to tap that wave, like the Ilfamok first. So let's see. You green, get you, tap you, and tap like this. Ah, damn it! I shouldn't have tapped the Great Henge for the Kinnan. That was my mistake, sorry. Because now we're gaining 1 less mana here. Okay, tapping even more cards. And let's draw our deck, shall we? Draw. Oh damn, that's just a lot of mana here. I think I'm not going to use the bonus, and yeah, that is probably a good game. Yep, GG. I hope you enjoyed the games. First of all, I don't think this is a tier 1 deck, but I do love it. I really like the concept of this deck. We didn't get to see Thassa's Oracle action, and in earlier versions this card wasn't even in my deck, but I think it's still a nice card, and also in combo turns it's just nice to have a 2-mana creature that sets up your draws nicely if you actually just want to play it like that, or you can just win by decking yourself even. But yeah, just in general, as I said, I don't think it's a tier 1 deck because you're very reliant on drawing a second draw source and having Chulane stick on the field. But considering how many 1-mana creatures we have in the deck, we can actually manage that quite nicely with Alseid, Watchdog, Siren Stormtamer and whatnot. It's a really fun deck in my opinion. Just drawing a lot of cards is always fun, right? And a big finale of Devastation is never wrong. So yeah, make of that what you will, and I will see you in the next video. And before I forget it, if you like the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, do that because that immensely supports the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.